Bravadobullies, man. And right now, dog, I just came to tap it in, man. I got up at like 5 o'clock this morning, dog, and I just, you know what I mean? When I clean, when I do what I do, I think and I reassess and stuff like that, right? So what I did was, man, I cleaned my dog's area, cleaned the kennel, sanitized, re-put pine shavings on Cruella, you know, and I've actually bathed the dogs and toenails and checked ears and everything like that, check for any lesions and whatnot, right? To make sure they good, because that's my investment, right? So, I had somebody ask me, man, they was like, Fleet, dog, you know what I'm saying? How can I get into the bullies? It might cost a bag to get into the bullies, right? And we all have this notion that, you know, when you breed dogs, when you breed the bully breed, that it's gonna come with a bag. You feel me? It's cap. That shit's not gonna come with a bag. You is what go get the bag. You feel me? So a lot of people think just because they breed this particular specific breed, you know, we got a bunch of different variations within the bullies. You got nano, you got micro, you got exotic, you got pocket, you got extreme, you got standard, you got classic, you got XL, you know what I mean? So a lot of different breeds don't have that many categories or classifications within their specific breed. You know what I'm saying? Not that many. You know, some of them might have some different variations or whatever, but not that vast, like that many categories, right? So, and I told him, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to go get the bag. You're gonna have to promote. You're gonna have to promote. You're gonna have to spend your time. You're gonna have to spend your patience, and you're gonna have to spend your bread until that bread start circulating. You know what I mean? So when I told them that, they was like, well, how much did it cost for me to get into the bullies, you feel me? I started my whole situation a little different. I took it on as a task of a pet. Basically, like I took the ownership of a bully first, right? Back 2016, 2014, 2013 and back, probably like I bred, you know what I'm saying? I bred gang dog, Eli, Bolio, Jocko, Yellow John, Chinaman, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I bred the game side of dogs. And when I graduated school or whatever, I got my first razor edge and got a bell. I'll never forget, man. Named him Yayo. You feel me? He was cold. He was a cold dog. And I thought he was a pit bull, you know what I mean? But I was educated, and I did my research on that blood. And you know what I'm saying? I went all the way back to Dave Wilson and his crew and the people that were surrounding him and them creating, you know what I'm saying, that blood or whatever, that genetic makeup of that dog. You feel me? So that's what made me dig deep into the bullies. So my first bully that's here at my camp now as Bravadobullies, formerly known as 229 Bully Camp. My first dog was Clover. You know what I mean? Clover, blue tri, ticked up, nice dog, pocket dog, you feel me? And got her for about 2 bands. You know what I mean? I got her for about 2 bands. You gotta think about it too. Like, you buy your dog for about 2 bands, dog food with 1 dog at a time, I was feeding a bag a month. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't too bad. So I was feeding Victor. So at the time, Victor was like $60. So I was spending, give or take, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money. You gotta think about it. I didn't breed her until she was 2 years old. So my initial investment was $2,000. All out the gate, $2,000. That was my investment, $2,000. So we paid that along with, you know, the supplies or whatever, drop crate and all that stuff like that. I don't really classify that as, you know, expenses to go on, but it's something to take heat on and know as well, because you got puppy pads, shit, damn near every 2 weeks, you feel me? Especially when you potty train like on a regular basis, like you need to. So I got her for $2 grand, and I'm gonna just say we paid $60 a month for dog food. So that's 20. Well, I ain't gonna say 24 months because I got it 8 weeks. So I'm gonna take a little off for it. So for 22 months, right? $60 a month. Calculate that. Think about it. Calculate that and put that price in the comments, man. Calculate that. $60 times 22 for the months. plus $2,000, right? And that ain't even including the stud fee that I chose. So the stud fee that I chose was Deuce's dad, which is Samson. So I chose that stud. I want to say his stud fee was $1,500. I want to say it was either $1,500 or $2,500. It was one of them. I think it was $1,500 though. So boom, turn right around, pay that stud fee. So you got $60 times 22 months plus $2,000, which was the initial investment for her, along with the stud fee. 2 years later, now mind you, 2 years later, for the stud fee, which was $1,500, and that's what brought, you know, my first real experience with her, with breeding her. You know what I mean? To start the whole camp as a whole. So I did that. We had the puppies. You gotta think about it too. Now you gotta buy, well actually now you gotta, and I'm not in no way means form of fashion adding in the vet bill. But I take my dogs to the vet almost every 90 days almost, I feel like. So I'm not even adding in vet bill, right? But I am gonna say the annual. So her annual was $385 at a year old. That's her annual. So every year I pay $385 for each of my dogs, for their shots, for their heartworm, for their a couple extra rounds of dewormer, for checks and everything else to make sure that they all good and they healthy and they how they need to be for my program to be able to move how they need to move. I don't need to be going to breed a female and I go check this bitch and turns out something wrong with her and I gotta rush her to the vet. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta take her to the vet, do this, do that. Or how some people do, some people might, you know what I'm saying, have a female that they like to do everything a month before. So they'll do everything a month before. So if it's an infection, a bacteria infection, anything, UTI, you know what I'm saying, anything, they clean them out and then do the breed. I don't like to do that. I do my shit like 90 days. Every 90 days, take y'all to the vet. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of money in the startup of it. But once you start doing what you need to do, like for example, Dude's got almost 60 kids on the ground right now. I started breeding him in December, I think, November, December of 2022. That was like his first breeding, like November, December 2022. So I did that, got the little, I started promoting like I need to promote. I got some professional photos of him. I got some real good motion behind myself, and that's just how it's rolling. You know what I mean? So that's just how it's going. That's how the motion moving. So now, as my first stud that I actually pushed, because I never really kept a stud, never really wanted a stud. I always focused on the females. Had females bring you back, female bring a little, than most important. All that yin yang, I've been there, I did that. You feel me? I already did all that. You feel me? So with him, I'm talking about the boy work. Like it's to the point now, man, I can grab some blue gloves, he gonna come to the gate and shit. He ready. You feel me? So that's how you gotta get your dogs to move. And I ain't even hit a dog show yet. You know, we might do some local meet and greets, something like that, but I ain't hit a dog show yet. Like a big sanctioned dog show, I ain't hit a big dog show yet. But September 23rd, Bad Austin, we in your neck. We in your neck of the woods. We on your ass. We out there. We gonna be out there. You know what I'm saying? So it takes time to build it, but first you gotta invest your time, your patience, and your funds, dog. If you ain't got the funds to care for an extra mouth to feed like as a child, not even get into the bullies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Save your money, save your time. Save up a little bit, invest into it. You know what I'm saying? Push a little bit back on it. Because you want to feed them the best food. You want to feed them the best vitamins. You want to get them the best care. You want to get them the best quality stud to add what your dog lack or to get your vision how you want your vision to be. And if it's any other way, that shit ain't gonna work, bro. That shit is not gonna work. So, all I got to say, dog, you got to weigh your options on everything, bro, but you gotta really live this shit, man. Like, you gotta really want this shit, and you gotta really want to do this shit. You can't just want a dog just to say you got a dog just to breed it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's principles behind all this shit, bro. It really is. To get the validation to take your dog, or somebody comes to your camp and you open up your garage or your door or your kennel, or you take him to the back where your dog's at, and they say, damn, that's a nice ass setup. Damn, that dog look better than the goddamn pictures. You feel me? Like, it's amazing to hear that shit, but you gotta put the work in to get that shit. You can't spend no $500 on a dog and think that bitch gonna look like motherfucking Colossal, Rocco, shit, Shamrock, Golden Child, Bram. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not finna do that, bro. Like, you not finna, that shit is slim to none. All that pup back breeding, that shit is slim to none. You gotta invest your money, bro. Because I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm gonna keep that shit 1,000 while with you. If you do a pup back with me, right? If your bitch bad and you do a pup back with me, I'm getting the best fucking dog. Like, I'm not even finna bullshit you. I'm not finna homeboy you. I'm not finna, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You can house, you can keep it, you can do this, woo, 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 woo. Nah, bro, give me that. That's my pick. I want that. I need that. Because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna help my camp. You feel me? Because that's what's gonna help my situation. That's gonna help me go up a little bit more. Because if I take the baddest bitch off of Deuce, and a bad bitch, and I run that shit back to Deuce, guess what? That's 2 times Deuce. That's inbred. That's some real deal shit. That's gonna bring out more features, more bows, more freaky shit, more frolicness, like more of his look, more of everything that dog got. Is gonna double that shit up. And it's gonna fold that motherfucker up, and that bitch gonna be in the oven cooking. But see, people like to sell y'all these dreams and shit, man. And you be like, yeah, man, we can do a pup back, whoop, whoop. And they selling you this shit like, yeah, bro, like, yeah, I can do a pup back with you, and you can sell the puppy for this or for that. And just because they sell the puppy for 25 to 5 racks, you know what I'm saying? Don't mean you gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm telling y'all, dog. I'm gonna keep this shit 1,000 with you. If I sell my dog for 3,000 to 5 racks, don't mean you can do the same shit. Cause you ain't me, and I ain't you. We 2 those separate people, dog. So man, all I got to say, dog, stack your money, save your money, invest it in the right light, and put that shit to work, man. Get your money and let's work, dog. This your boy Fleet with Bravadobullies, man. Once again, oh yeah, man. I got the Dog Life Living merch rolling. So y'all want some Dog Life Living merch, man, tap in with me. And we can get that shit rolling, man.